Yeah, give me double chubby chuck, Mexicali chili barb, 2 orders of fries, and 2 cherry cokes. Everybody,
Uh-oh.
all of a sudden, we go on the air and Jay's digital watch.
He must be timing us or something.
Time to wake up.
When this goes off, you guys had better be on the air.
That literally, while we went on the air, Jay's digital watch alarm just went off. I realize this tripod shot is not level, but I don't want to touch it. We had trouble getting it from black and white to color.
I got
was like, hey, you do the black and white show. I do the black and white show.
I got my first digital watch in high school.
Yeah,
in the 80s.
Man, I thought digital watches were so cool. They were so cool, man. Welcome to Grown Man Record Night. We appreciate you joining us. Last time we didn't unable to bring you the show last week. We apologize for that. Week before was the night before Record Store Day, and
It was.
you kind of crashed out here, and then went right to the record store.
Went to the record store.
Did you
Ran into somebody from work.
Did you? Okay.
I was like, yeah, I'm on my way home.
Did you have to stand in line a really long time?
Not
What
too
time
long.
did you get there?
About 15 minutes before they opened. 7:45.
Okay. And you found some stuff.
I got what I wanted.
Oh, you got what you came
I was
for.
I was after one thing.
Okay.
Or maybe 2 or 3, but
And
really,
we'll get to that.
really one thing.
I'm sure we'll get to that a little later. But that's a little tease. But that was the last time we talked to you, and then that shit happened. So borscht. Yeah. So we're happy to bring you this business tonight. A brand new program. We're having a good old time here. It's Cinco de Mayo.
It is Cinco de Mayo.
You got what? Hang on. I posted this earlier.
You did.
It's
I partook of Cinco de Mayo. Actually,
Did you really?
On Cuatro de Mayo.
You did what now?
Had to not go to one place because there was a 35-minute wait. I don't wait.
No.
No.
Waiting's for chumps. So you
Still went to a local Mexican restaurant and had a good dinner.
Oh, you didn't do that.
Cinco de Mayo? No, I did not Cinco de Mayo.
Okay. Yeah. I had Taco Bell for lunch. I really did. I Swanee to goodness. When I was a kid, my mom would always say I Swanee instead of I swear.
You Swanee?
Yeah.
I actually brought something for Cinco de Mayo.
Oh, for something to sing about.
I'm busted out.
Oh, we're busted out.
I'm busted out.
Man, there was something I was going to bring for Chip Chat, and I'll talk about that later. Regrets. I mean, time just runs thin on a mug, you know what I'm saying? I hope everybody's doing well. Internet, you talking to me back? Everybody doing good? I hope so. What's that, Steve? Get it out of here, Steve. What is that?
I brought my blender and made a picture of strawberry margaritas.
Come on. Steve walked through the door with a blender like a...
and it didn't phase you at first. You were just talking, and then...
Like a savage.
About 5 minutes into it, you're like, did you bring a blender?
I mean, you gotta be a fucking savage. Walk through the door with a goddamn blender under your arm. Like, yeah, all right.
Well,
what's going on?
it actually all spawned from the fact that I think that same day after I left here, I went up to Stokes County and got strawberries.
Oh, yeah.
I got like 2 buckets.
Record store day? You did that?
Yeah. Me and my daughter drove up to Stokes County to Mabes and got a couple buckets, which was about 1.5 gallons of strawberries, really what it was.
I wonder how many people think I'm wearing a Carl Jr. hat right now.
I've been drinking margaritas. I made some strawberry milkshakes.
Yeah.
You what?
I wonder how many people think I'm wearing a Carl Jr. hat right now. Look,
Hey, Jay,
on this
you
long
want
shot,
some?
look.
You at least have a little bit.
Look in the long shot. We call them Hardee's around here, you West Coast bunch of, you damn bunch of 4 baths.
Well, let me tell you what's cool about this drink. It's
Y'all all get fingered in
a
middle
bunch
school.
of strawberries from Stokes County.
Okay.
6 ounces of white Cuervo tequila.
okay.
2 ounces triple sec, and
Oh.
about a third of a can of lime concentrate. We make lime like orange juice, like
Yeah.
the lime. A third of a can of
Wow,
that.
dude, this looks bananas.
No bananas.
No. But this looks tremendous.
Well, I hope it is. I'm sure it is. So yeah, so cheers. Sorry, no garnish, but
Oh, man. That is so good, man. Jay, show mine off. Just tilt it up.
Showing yours off.
Yeah, show mine off. And it looks like an old garden snake over there. Because I've got I got a sinus
I could use a straw. It's thick, but it's good.
That's some good stuff, man. That may keep me going for the rest of the show.
Okay.
Or we could push the limits and make ourselves sick. Either way, I'm game for either option. We got Andy Griffith on the Atari Alcove. We
Yeah, I
got
picked that up today.
Wrath of the Black Mana on NES in the other room.
At a Shepherd Center book sale. They have this book sale.
Name of Bill Shepard.
I own a carpet store. Hi, folks. I'm Billy Shepard. I own a carpet
And I
store.
got a VHS of the Andy Griffith first season.
I'm open to 8:55 to 8:55 every day.
Season episodes 1 through 5. Not the pilot.
Jay, try this.
Oh, good.
Dude, seriously.
Oh, good.
Hey, look, it's an SP tape. It also has a little sticker on it that says SP.
Superior performance, man.
Slow play.
Superior performance. Hey, check this out. Do you know that a couple weeks ago you brought over LCD sound system?
Yeah.
They did a little 5-night stint not too long ago up in Brooklyn. And they brought along with them 2 brand new songs. And so apparently these 2 songs are going to get released at midnight. I forget the date here. Call the Police and American Dream. 2
Okay.
brand new LCD sound systems. And people are like, oh, does this mean there's going to be a new album? There is going to be a new album. Brand new LCD sound system.
I should get more than I only have that one album. And it's a
Good.
great album.
It's really good. So they're going to leak these 2 songs, and then they're going to do this. They'll have a new album coming up.
They're good. They're good Friday night, Grown Man Record Night music.
Yeah, I like that a lot. I don't know nothing about them. They're a band that just kind of like just slithered right along on in there.
I discovered them on a sidebar of Amazon.com. That's how I discovered
Really?
them. Yep. Sidebar.
That's pretty cool. Whoa, look at that.
I don't know what I was looking at that would drive me there. It may have been like Radiohead or the Flaming Lips or something like that.
Oh!
Speaking of,
Speaking of Radiohead, they're going to re-release. Now I've got a previous copy, so I probably wouldn't be interested in this, but this is very cool.
I don't have it.
A lot of these folks like Radiohead.
Okay, not okay.
OK Computer. So
But it's called Okay, Not Okay,
right.
which is cool.
So this is what's going to be included with this like deluxe redo they're going to do.
A lot of B-sides.
Inside a black box, emblazoned with a dark image of a burned copy of OK Computer, are 3 heavyweight 180-gram black 12-inch vinyl records, hardcover book containing more than 30 artworks, many of which have never been seen before, full lyrics to all the tracks.
How much?
Except the ones that don't have it. That I don't know.
That's going to be like $150 or something stupid.
And there's going to be like a big notebook.
You see that?
Look at this. This notebook contains 104 pages from Tom York's library of scrawled notes at the time, a sketchbook containing 48 pages, preparatory work. A cassette mix is going to be included, a mixtape compiled by them, taken from OK Computer sessions, archives, and demo tapes. Price,
I'd love to have it, but
price is going to be the issue.
Yeah,
That's pretty cool, though.
it is very cool. You know what's cool is when something comes through your local record store that most people have never seen before, and you know you
Yeah.
can't afford it, but it's kind of cool that it comes through. And I say that because Jonathan at Underdog had this bound set
Oh, the Bowie thing?
of Bowie picture discs. They're 7-inch picture
7-inch.
discs. And there was like, I don't know, 15 of them maybe in this bound thing. But they were front and back picture discs. Really cool, of all his different looks. And they were all singles, I guess.
Yeah. I don't know when that came out. You know?
It went for like, he sold it for $100.
$100.
And it went pretty quick.
I bet it went real quick.
Yeah. That was really cool. I had no idea when it came out.
That's one of those things. I would consider myself a little bit too haphazard around everything, life in general, to own something like that. Something that collectible. I don't know.
You're not going to play it.
I have substance
I mean, you
abuse
have the
problems.
albums. You probably have the albums. You're not going to play that.
Exactly. That'd be something to zip up and put on the shelf or whatever.
I always forget to zip up. Walk around the hall. I'm like, damn. I've been walking around for like an hour.
And he's talking about a onesie. So this whole thing's different than what you even think it is, Internet. Hey, Jay, could you turn down the Q-Mix?
Q-Mix. The headphones.
Down there where the headphones are plugged in?
The headphone volume.
Crazy. I hope this isn't too loud. I just kind of guessed it was in a quiet part.
It's all the way down.
You're all the way down. Another Q-Mix. Not the house. Down by the...
It's down.
What else occurred? You know, actually...
This crazy story.
Crazy story?
And I got something to add to it.
You got a crazy story?
We're not going to play it till the end of the show.
Right. Yeah, I texted you and I said, hey, please pull down this clip.
And we're not going to play the clip at the end of the show because of copyright concerns, but I didn't realize this. I'm not as familiar with this guy.
Well,
What's his name?
well, they call him Colonel Bruce Hampton. He was from Georgia. I thought he was from Athens. I think he was from Atlanta area, but he spent a lot of time in Athens. I saw him there. He was with the Normal Town Flyers, maybe in this really cool, like, other northern end of town.
Yeah.
There's a bar that he would play a lot. But anyway, he just turned 70 this past week.
Yeah.
And a lot of his friends threw a huge party for him at the Fox Theater. He's an avant-garde
Jam bander.
jam bander. So the folks that came to his party at the Fox Theater in Atlanta, where I saw Squeeze, I thought that was
You got
pretty
crib
cool.
notes? Is that what we're doing?
This is from Wikipedia because I wanted to learn more about what happened. So, Widespread Panic, some folks from Widespread Panic, Dwayne Trucks, Peter Buck from REM, just tons of other people from Leftover Salmon, a guy from Fish, Warren Haynes, Kevin Kinney from Driving and Crying.
More about him later.
Just tons of folks. Derek Trucks, Tedeschi, John Popper,
No, John Popper's dead.
MLB pitcher Jake Peavy,
What?
and Billy Bob Thornton were at the Fox Theater in honor, and they put on this great, jam in honor of Colonel Bruce Hampton. And right at the encore, he dropped dead on stage.
Ain't that a bitch?
Kind of sprawled over a monitor, and people thought it was part of an act that he was doing because he was an avant-garde artist. And so they went ahead, and the guy was jamming his solo guitar. The guitarist was right there on the monitor too, and just kind of jammed the solo through. And then they kind of realized, oh, there might be a real problem.
I heard his last words were, "I gotta go." His last lyrics were, "I gotta go," or something like that.
But what you didn't realize was that he is it Norris? Is the name Morris? Morris from Sling Blade.
That's where I know him
Who
from, I'll be honest.
is Billy Bob Thornton's buddy friend. He's a lyricist. He's a poet. And I wanted you to show the clip to everybody. Oh, this is the Colonel Bruce Hampton.
Yeah.
But we're not going to play it because we don't get popped.
No, we'll play it at the end. So
I'm glad
at
you
the
did
very
pull
end
it
of the show.
down.
No, I got it. But we'll play it at the very end of the show.
Your FCC license.
Now, you may blow your mind?
So we'll drink to Colonel Bruce Hampton.
Even worse. Worser.
Worse?
You know who was at that show? Our buddy Kenny. Watched it happen. Double B told me that our man Kenny
Kenny.
was
Jam band Kenny.
was at that show.
Oh my
And
God!
it
Really?
It freaked him out.
Oh Jesus!
He was there and watched Homeboy die on stage, and he told a friend of ours, like, "Yo, man, that kind of messed with me for a little bit."
Kenny was our friend that got us. He recorded when
Medeski,
Martin and Wood came.
Yep.
They allow you to record, and he got a really good live recording of them at Ziggy's.
I also have a live recording of Lettuce that he gave. You guys ever heard of Lettuce? A little jam, terrific band. But yeah, he's one of those guys. Brings recorder.
Oh yeah.
Likes music.
I think
Side note:
he's a huge Fish fan.
talked to him lately? Know anything about him lately?
No.
Real estate agent,
Really?
killing it.
Good.
Winston-Salem real estate agent, killing it.
Killing it. That's great.
And he was at that show.
That's awesome.
Isn't that weird? All right.
I will say that Georgia Governor Nathan Deal presented Bruce Hampton with the Governor's Award in the Arts and Humanities in 2012.
The legendary Butt Ball Award.
He's also known like in having like Columbia Records signed him like back in the 70s or 60s. Anyway, he put out this album that's it's like the second worst selling Columbia Records album of all time. The worst being like a yoga album, I think,
I
maybe. Or
wonder if
something.
he'll get that put on his tombstone.
Oh,
Probably not.
I like pepperoni and sausage on mine. Oh, what are you gonna get on your tombstone? Hey, Tony, what are you gonna your tombstone? I like pepperoni on mine. Oh, this guy, Italian pie. This guy.
Italian pie.
We're ruining the internet all at one time.
That bad album is actually called Music to Eat, and it came out in 1971.
Okay.
So I'm sorry to share notes with you. But
No, I'm done with it. I don't want to hear any more about it. Let's talk about what we played. Let's talk about what we played. You know, it's funny. I showed this picture. This is actually a tease. Something very relevant about this picture is coming up in what we played. I've never been able to say that before. There's this graphic. Picture graphic.
That graphic?
Yeah.
We played that?
No. Sort of. No. Sort of.
Jesus.
Okay. Yes, my son? You doing a shot on top of this,
We can't drink a sip of margarita for Bruce Hampton. We got to
salt?
just
So
put a little bit right in that wet spot.
Salge
Put a
McBiscuit.
little in my wet spot. There you go. That's
Nope,
good.
it's all over the Mexicali brass. Oh, I gave it away! Well, we play first.
Skull. Skull.
Skull. My life has never been better. I promise you, Steve.
I know you got a guy coming to do your lawn.
It's a genuine promise. Somebody comes and does I ain't got mowed my yard. I pay a fella, come on do it. I say, come on do it. Here's some money for it. Ain't no problem for me.
Is he an American?
Yes, sir.
Okay then.
Ain't
You got papers?
Ain't no problem for me.
You got papers?
He's a redneck gentleman.
I want to see his papers. I don't care what he looks like.
Yeah.
Everybody needs to show their papers. You make this guy show his papers. This guy shows his papers.
Speaking of showing papers, Mexicali Brass. I played this for the Cinco de Mayo, of course. I love Mexicali Brass, and I remember liking them a lot. And then I think I played them a couple times, and for some reason I'm like, it wasn't as good as I remembered.
They were A&M.
This is a good one. Taste of Honey is a terrific Mexicali Brass. Got some great guitar tones on this. I did some classics on this, like Tequila. I remember them playing, and some other shit on that, whatever that side that was. But I really enjoyed this record. And I was playing this by myself as I just got home, kind of frantically, and I put all my shit on, and like, gotta play Cinco de Mayo. Meh.
You played it on your lonesome?
Yeah, sitting here just, and speaking of being on my lonesome, followed it up with No Jacket Required. Because your mom, that's why. Because your mom likes this record. She was over here, so I played it. That's why.
I'm not going to walk up. You know what it looks like.
I don't hear nothing about it. I like a rap. I like
What side did you listen to?
Studio.
You a Sister Studio man?
Yeah, that's a good side. It's a good side of album songs right there.
It ends slow with One More Night.
It does end slow. One More Night,
One more night. I don't like that song.
I like making up what he says in between that. One more night. I'm buying chicken now and one more night.
You're trying to set that up for like the last hour.
Since the
I can tell that was
Was it set up?
yeah.
I've done that since I was a little kid. For real. Like every hey.
Verve,
Smith,
baby. Verve,
Coochie
baby.
Man.
Verve, baby.
On the legendary Verve. And even better, look at this guy. Where's that made?
It's a German pressing.
It's a German press of this album.
Ludenscheid.
This was a VCLT from our good buddy Greeno. And if you don't know Greeno, then fuck you. Greeno's a great channel. And a good friend of the program. And that was some VCLT he sent down from the mountains of West Virginia.
It's actually, I think
it's a better copy
says,
than what I have.
Imprimé in Allemagne by Carl V.D. Linnepe, which means it was recorded in France. Allemagne is France to Germans.
Alanayu.
Recorded in France, I think it was pressed in Hamburg.
Delicious.
No, let's put it right where you were.
Where you were, Jay. Delicious.
Where you were,
Speaking of Jay, grab your microphone, Jay, and tell us about this record.
Grab it.
I bought this last week.
Lick it, baby.
What was this the Dig of the Week from? It wasn't last week. Have you showed this on Dig of the Week?
No, but I bought it
Brand
last
new.
Friday because we were here watching the wrestling.
Oh, on Sunday.
Talking about it.
Is that their best unmasked one,
Is that the first? That's the first.
Jay?
It's a,
What do you think?
honestly, I haven't listened to this all the way through in a long time. Well, it's not bad. I kind of like their really late stuff right before they put the makeup back on too.
Really?
Was the Elder a makeup album?
Yes.
They just had like hoods on.
Yeah, it's a monk album.
I think that was produced, or the guy that helped Roger Waters with The Wall, I think he also did the Elder, like keyboards and shit.
I don't know that record.
Kazan, I think, Michael Kazan.
It's a
Kazam.
It's the
Michael
It's the
Kamen.
dark satanic kiss, the Knights in Satan service record.
Oh.
Well, it was late though.
It's a concept record.
It's a
Gene
concept
Simmons put
album.
together like a demon.
The whole Knights and Satan thing was out way before then.
Dad started that run.
Way before then.
He started the rumor?
I believe you.
See, I always heard
That
kids
AC/DC.
kids in Satan service.
Knights is what.
It's Knights and Satan.
Knights is what they taught us in elementary school.
Yeah.
I don't know which school you went to.
You need to play that video about
Oh, yeah.
heaven and hell.
They really did.
So earlier this week, you guys know, it's May the 4th, so it's a Star Wars day. May the 4th be with you. Ha ha ha. Everybody always jokes. Actually, it's Dave Brubeck Day.
It's 5-4.
Yeah, 5-4. So I decided, I'm like, I'm going to play... first, I started with Blue Rondo a la Turk, which is not 8, actually. But Take 5 is 5-4. And...
I guess it's take 5.
Jay. Anyhow, I've got a couple of copies of this. I pulled out. I remember I put my favorite one in this plastic, and then I pulled out the one that wasn't in plastic. It's like, I'll keep the good one up there. Maybe I'll play the lesser one. And I played my 2i Columbia copy, or I was getting ready to, but I'm like, man, this is in kind of shit shape. The other one's better. I'm going to play the other one. As I'm putting it up, the out of the sleeve, I'm seeing like white coming out of the sleeve, and I'm like, I bet this is going to be like a 60s advertisement or something or whatever that's got stuff down here. They're cool.
Electrolux.
I pulled it out, and it's something I've been looking for 2 years. 2 years. I got to meet the one of my favorite children actors of all time, or actors period, or just gentlemen period, men. My favorite man.
My favorite man.
My favorite man is Jerry Mathers, also known as the Beaver, and I met him 2003, 2004-ish, and
he came to the station.
Well, I got this at the
for
Healthy Living
It's
Expo.
a Healthy Living Expo.
Yeah. And so he signed the thing to Mike, your friend, Jerry Mathers. And it's been missing for like 2 years. It was down inside my second copy of Take 5. And yeah.
Fun fact,
Yeah.
when he came to the station, but prior to the Healthy Living Expo,
Right.
I ended up taking a dump right next to him.
Numero deuce.
Yeah. I dropped the deuce right next to Jerry Mathers.
So he was dropping deuce too.
I think he was.
What did his smell like?
It smelled like beverage.
It smelled like freshly baked angel cake.
Okay.
Oh Lord.
Sauteed with some Mike Portnoy. I wanted to hear some Young Americans. David Bowie, a little 75. I forgot I had this. I didn't really forget I had this. I used to always play the side that's got Fame on it because it was Sean 0612's favorite song. This album's poppy as hell.
This is one of the albums they feature in that documentary I was telling you about last time I was here.
Watch that bottom, it pops open.
It's called 5 Years. Check it out. I think it's on Netflix or Amazon, and it's really good.
I need to
5
upgrade
years.
this copy.
No, I actually saw it on Showtime or something. I don't know what it was.
But it's what a great record. Even through the pops, when it was jamming, you couldn't really tell what was going on. But then the little quiet parts,
Yeah. Great album.
Great album, delicious. So I thinking to I'm gonna play a Mexican record. You guys want to play Mexican records? And I was gonna play some Carlos Santana, and I was gonna play something very stereotypical Carlos Santana, and I'm like, no, F that. I'm gonna play the one he does with John McLaughlin. So I played Love, Devotion, Surrender, which is,
I think they did a few.
This may be the best dollar record that you can ever find, because you can find it for $1,
Yeah.
maybe 3 times a year. Honestly, 3 times a year you can maybe find this for $1.
That's when you spend the time to find the most pristine one.
Yeah, exactly. And it's probably the best dollar record ever made. Except for maybe Take 5, if you find that for $1. Hey, Steve rolled over and Steve said, I'm going to play this record album. What is that all about, Steve?
This is Uplift Mofo Party Plan by the Red Hot Chili Peppers, 1987. Their third album, and the last with Hillel Slovak. He died of a heroin overdose after the tour that supported this album. Great album, probably the rockinest album.
I really like this
And it's the only album that has the original founding members of the band on every track. Those 4 right there. Jack Irons is the drummer, and after Hillel died, he quit the band because he couldn't deal with it. So.
And that's when Chad Smith came in?
I think so. Because the next album was Mother's Milk, and I think Chad Smith played on. I think he played on that.
I don't know that I knew that shit. I've had this shit in my head for a couple of days now, and I really wanted to hear it. And the whole side of the album is terrific.
Hand me that one.
But specifically, Do It Again, Waylon's version of Steely Dan's Do It Again has been in my head.
I'll be honest with you, I'd never heard that before.
The whole side of this, Clyde plays electric bass, bubble, bubble. That, the Dukes of Hazzard song.
Just a good old boy.
I mean, this is what it's all about. That's really what it's all about. And Weezer, you stole his logo, the W.
You think?
I don't know. It's close. And then you put on this record, which, this is terrific.
It's weird, though.
I told you about this one. This is the one over in Greensboro, right?
Yeah, you showed me, and I looked on his Facebook, and it was still there.
So probably bought it.
I called him.
Really
I said, listen, I'm in
would you give me my
I'm in
stack
Winston.
in there?
I'm gonna come get this. You've had it for a while. You know, just please hold it for me, and I'm gonna come get it. So he did. This is Lincoln from They Might Be Giants, 1988, I believe.
Yeah.
Their second album on Bar None Records, and it's really cool. It's in really good shape. It's like pristine condition. So really glad to go pick that up. I think it had a sleeve, but I don't know where that is.
Oh no.
There's one up here.
Like a plastic. Yeah, that's it.
Oh, I think you're making it up.
No, no, no. So yeah, that's. I think we finished it with that, didn't we?
Yeah, I think that was the last thing we did for what we played.
What we played.
I told you it had something to do with this graphic. Look, I found my beaver picture, folks.
Beaver picture.
I'm so excited. I need to frame it up or put it on something or other. My beaver
Wouldn't
picture.
that kind of suck though to have like hand out pictures of yourself when you're 5 years old?
We're gonna do some digs.
You know what was weird
Your
about
digs
that
aren't even in
situation?
this room, are they?
No, I just got them.
Oh, you got your digs? How'd you do that?
I asked my friend Jay to do it.
Okay.
You know, Jerry Mathers was very upset. Apparently, he was on an episode of Married with Children.
Yep.
And they made a right bit good a sport of him in that show. And he didn't realize what they were doing.
Oh, they were
when
making fun of him?
Yeah, they were making fun of him. And like, when the show came out, he didn't realize it at the time. Then he sees it on the air and he's like, oh man, they were just goofing on me. Like, so he's real leery of doing stuff.
Until he came to see us
And yeah,
and took a dump right next to me.
he took a dump next to Steve and then wrote on my paper, and now he's cured. No more diabetes for Jerry Mathers. Isn't Christ a wonderful thing? Can we start all of this over?
Let's pour it.
Whole shot? You got more of that? I mean, you got a whole...
Look, man.
My
We hardly
dude.
touched it.
Oh, my God. What records are that on? Oh, no.
None.
Oh, just no.
Just your carpet
Oh, no.
and my socks.
Oh, no. Oh, oh,
Call Steve on
no.
strawberry.
Damn it.
No, no.
Damn it.
Old strawberry feet over there.
Oh,
Is this
no.
yours?
Yes. Just don't get it on my
Are you
beaver
smoking
card.
tape down over there?
Don't get it on my
I'll do it
beaver
right.
card.
I'll do it right this time.
I don't know what's happening.
Oh man.
Okay. So, where are your digs from? You got some stuff that came from Record Store Day, and you've got some.
I went to the Shepherd Center today and got some records.
Okay.
And then I also I got a couple things. A couple things that I gotta wash my hands
No, no, no.
and my socks.
Because all of my stuff. Are you saying all of your stuff? Oh, not all of your stuff's bargain bin.
No.
Because you got some stuff from Record Store Day.
I got one record store thing, and then while I was there, I got something else because it was a good deal.
I'll tell you, I got a lot of. Actually, everything of mine is bargain bin.
Okay.
Double B. So we got some of that coming. So I tell you what. Well, no. You probably won't say that. I don't want to say, tell let's go for Record Store Day.
Oh my God. I can't touch records like this.
Okay. You do that while I do this one.
Okay.
What a diva.
Such a diva.
I can't work like this.
You have any napkins?
Look in the left drawer on the where you would get a glass. Nope. Turn around. That thing. Nope. That thing. Left side.
Okay.
There's like some Wendy's or Taco Bell napkins in there. Use your hands for that.
Look, you can see his balls hanging out.
This is too good.
Look, his balls are hanging out.
Opie's ball. Jay's ever talking about Opie's balls. No, he's talking about Opie's balls.
Tell that joke you told me earlier
Which one?
about the one you're going to tell at the birthday party.
Oh,
About Grandma.
so I was going down on my grandmother and I tasted horse semen and I thought, is this how she died? But you know, how about Wes Montgomery, A Day in the Life? This is actually the first record Wes Montgomery did when he came over to A&M Records. And even though this not got a lot of like really jazz stuff on here, I mean it's Wes Montgomery. But he left Riverside and Verve and came over to A&M, and it's much more poppy stuff. And it was, you know, you hear it in the elevator and on your on hold message, but you know what? It's still great. And this is the best probably of what he did with A&M.
I'm sure he had that.
I may. I tried to give it away last week.
I might.
that was in a stack that nobody claimed last week. I'm not even going to mention it. It upset me. I don't want to talk about it. And I'll tell you what, a lot of times you guys will see records that look like albums that are made by people. You guys see, and you know we're probably a fan here on the show, Enoch Light. Okay, now Enoch Light did a lot of this shit back in the 60s and shit. And he was Enoch Light and the Light Brigade. He actually owned Command Records. Do you know that?
No.
He owned Command. He was the man in charge of Command.
He was the man.
He was the man in command.
And if you notice, there's a few of these Command records. A lot of these are like test press, not test press, but test recording, audio file type shit. But there's a series. Well, this is Dimension 3, and if you see at the top, it says Stereo 35 millimeter, and you'll see these from time to time.
They recorded on film.
Yeah, here's the deal. While the recording industry had made magnetic tape the standard recording music for release on vinyl, Command's albums were recorded magnetically on a 35 millimeter film. Magnetic sound on film recording using special film stock coated with iron oxide, which is like cassette tapes, I think, had replaced optical sound on film recordings in the 50s when widescreen and stereophonic sound became the thing. Light used with the width of the film strip to create a multi-track recordings. What? What did I just say? Light used the width of the film strip to create multi-track recordings, as opposed to the more limited 2 or 3 track offerings by the most recording studios at the time. Weird. I didn't realize that was the thing. The slightly higher linear speed provided an advantage in analog fidelity, and sprocket-driven film avoided the wow and flutter problems associated with tape recording. So that was the thing back in the day. You hear that.
Yeah.
This eliminated that. This enabled Light to record more instruments individually and adjust their audio input levels as well as their stereo position. How informative is this motherfucking show?
So he invented the multi-track.
He invented everything, Jay. He invented Jesus Christ. Enoch Light invented Jesus Christ. Write it down.
.com.
Mikey Bananas 20, what is this? 17, 18? 17. What did I say? You ain't got no mic, Steve? Oh,
Well,
I bet people are...
I didn't have anything to say though.
I know, I was handling that.
You were on fire. I don't know what the hell you were talking about, but you were on fire.
It's important stuff. You do some records.
I didn't catch any of it.
You got to do some records.
All right, so yesterday it kicked off, and I wish I'd gone because I didn't get anything from. I probably got the best records because they don't usually get a lot of great vinyl, but they get a lot of stuff you'll see in Goodwill. But a lot of times it's in good shape because these people take care. Shepherd Center raises money to help it's a senior citizen society thing, the group to give people things to do and purpose in life and make them feel good. So
like heroin.
But they had all the records were 50 cents.
Okay.
Bargain bin, I would call it a bargain bin.
Okay.
And if you know me, you know I love cha-cha records. So I got I had a few cha-chas in my hand. I already had one of them already, so I passed on it. But this is called Cha-Cha-Cha. Tito Morales and his orchestra. And it's an original shrink wrap, and it's got a one-time special. Somebody bought it for how much, Jay? 22 cents. Isn't that cool?
What?
I paid 50.
Yeah, you paid way.
It's doubled in price.
I need help.
I wish we could get a close-up of your
need
face.
help. Are you reaching that drawer?
This is on MVM, Mount Vernon Music Records.
Get ready to do a bass solo.
Out of Mount Vernon, New York.
You know what?
Tito Morales and his orchestra.
There's napkins in that drawer.
No, no more there are. Here's one.
You got
I got one for you, buddy.
Oh, thanks.
Okay, let's do this one next. I saw this one and I thought, this is kind of cool. It's got a couple Funkophobia.
Looks like a JV tampon.
It's called Port Authority. Now,
Okay.
here's what this is.
Tell me about
It's
it.
the Navy band.
I know.
You're familiar with Port Authority?
No,
The Navy, like their jazz band or whatever?
I don't know anything.
It's actually pretty, it's kind of tight. And,
Every year.
oh, yeah,
Really?
they tour. This is from, I don't know when. So, sorry I can't help you, but it's actually pretty cool. I want to say it's from the 70s.
And that's still from the book
The
thing.
U.S. Navy band. Yeah. It's got a cool song called UFO on it. I heard that on YouTube. So that's what made me decide, yeah, this is worth picking up for 50 cents.
Sure.
This one I had to get because it's right in our... This is one I want to mash up with something.
Oh.
It's called John Jimenez. Pick up on this, kid. I was a stinking, filthy, no-good junkie, twisted out of my mind, uptight, bound by dope, chronic addict, a chronic criminal, a chronic liar, no way out. Doctor said it, narcos said it, my family said it. So this guy has a message, for kids.
Sounds like he has a substance
And
abuse
looks like
problem.
there's some literature in here too. Look, the study guide. I didn't see this till just now.
Oh, you got a study guide?
A study guide. There's a study guide in here. This is on Word Records out of Waco, Texas. He's probably burnt to a crisp by now.
Is this an ice bone?
No, yeah, I tried to get all the ice crushed, but so yeah, this is really interesting. And it's a good picture on the front. It's called "Pick Up on This Kid," John Jimenez. He's just he's talking to the guys, talking to him.
Is this real?
Yeah.
Oh, it's so real, Jay?
Or just like a parody of something?
No.
A comedy album or something.
I don't think it's a comedy album.
It really does. I mean,
It looks like
Weird Al covers.
it does look like a comedy album. I got two more from today. Can I do them?
Sure.
Most of the jazz in these Shepherd Center sales are pretty bunk, but once in a while you'll find a good one. How's that strawberry margarita?
Terrific. Terrific.
It's going to be killing you in about 5 minutes.
Here's one, the best of Argo jazz.
Oh, Argo.
Argo's got a few good people on it, including
Barry and Wilson and...
Ramsey Lewis, Art Farmer, the Benny Golson Jazz Tet, Buddy Rich, Milt Buckner, Al Gray, Roland Kirk. 11 outstanding artists from Argo. Little compilation. And last but not least, on Coral Records, something that looked kind of cool. The Jazz Greats of Our Time, Volume 1. It's many album.
What?
Many album. He's Jazz Greats of Our Time. He plays with Jerry Mulligan, Al Cohn, Zoot Sims, Phil Woods, Bob Brookmeyer, Nick Travis, Art Farmer, Ozzie Johnson, Milt Hinson, and Hank Jones.
Only stuff has got Rick Farmer on it.
And I thought that was pretty cool for 50 cents.
Hey, last week, the same place that I got that, the weird,
I saw that today.
that weird,
The book sale.
Bruce Springsteen?
now the
Whistle
weird
tips?
Island record, and that guy that did
What?
Filipino.
You got like a travel record?
2 records. Anybody saw it? Who saw the show last week?
You talking about like, the
There's
cru-
2
you
records
talking about
like
the
that.
cruise record?
There's one of those,
Yeah.
and then there's another one by a gentleman that. Anyway, that same place. Sorry, I got some kind of hair.
Going with this.
I got some kind of hair.
I think he went to the same place and picked up some more records or something.
Yeah, it was the same time. I just didn't do it last week. Best of Ramsey Lewis. It's from like 72,
I should have brought straws.
50 cents. From the same place as that West Montgomery too. This is Ramsey Lewis. That's before 72. So this is a great compilation. It's got a lot of that early stuff on it that is terrific. I imagine it has a lot of the trio on there. And but the later stuff is great too. Golden Face and some of the more disco-y, funky stuff is great too. But the jazz stuff is also a staple, or should be a staple, if you will, in anybody's record collection. We'll just put that all over, You want to do a record album?
I got 2 left.
You got 2 left total?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay, check this out. Talk about bargain bucket stuff, man. I went in this one spot. This is Salvation Army, right? In this city. And I went in there not too long ago. They had a bunch of baloney. And then I come back. I hit it on the regular when I can. And now, instead of like a full like section of Christmas and gospel and da-da-da, was tons of hip-hop 12 inches. Now, a lot of I could tell right off the bat, this came from a freaking radio station. Some of them were sealed. A lot of them, I didn't know who it was.
Oh, Hippo?
No.
Thrift store?
No, yeah.
Oh.
Didn't know who half of these people were. It was sealed. Some of them were promos. Some of them were like DJ copies. And I'm like, okay, now this is one of these things, and we talked about this, and perhaps maybe leave your comments as to what genre you are the most hyper, really specific about. I don't pick up anything. It's like, I don't like heavy music, but when I hear Between the Buried and Me, fucking A. That kind of thing. And I'm kind of that way with hip-hop. So I don't just go out and I'm like, oh, sealed hip-hop 12 inches, and they're cheap, so I'm going to get all these right here. No, I don't want Sean MF with his 12 inch of some bullshit I don't want to ever hear. But so I go through there's a couple of Deutsche gramophones in the front. It's funny. Zub Zub Zubba, hip hop 12 inches, brand new radio-y looking, sealed, and I found one rock record in the middle of all that, which I'll get to in a minute. At the back was 3 in a row of Nas. Now Nas is one of our favorite hip-hop artists here on Grown Man Record Night. Boss Man has given us the Illmatic record, which was released in like '94, and it's one of the best hip-hop records ever, in my opinion. So over the top, just great. For anybody, I think it's a great record. Pretty much anybody would like that. So I saw these 3 here in a row, and I knew I had to pick them up. Stillmatic is the 5th album released in 2001. This is on Columbia. So what this is the full LP in this red profile jacket, but it's the instrumental of the whole album. The whole freaking album. Now,
cool.
A single off of that, and that shit, I've sampled some of this, dope beats that you can just listen to and just vibe over. Not to mention, you could take that and mix it with...
You sampled the sampler?
Take that and mix it with a million different things. This is a single that was off of this. So this is the real 12-inch single, Nas Rule. This was it's the first single he released off of this album. Features a chorus. What was the one? This is the one, I think it's got the Tears for Fears sample thing in it. That Everybody Wants to Rule the World. That's the main hook on this song, Rule. And the B-side is, hang on Jay, I'm sorry. The B-side, it's just another version of Rule, I think.
Not much to see there.
It's good stuff, though. It's good stuff.
Right.
Now, I also picked up Godson, which is the 6th album. Now, this, instead of being the instrumental, which is what we just talked about with the last one, this one's a cappella. So it's the full album, double LP, if you see. Double LP, and it's just the lyrics. So,
Just the vocals.
Acapella?
yeah. So,
Call me bad?
acapella, acapella, acapella. So, if you imagine, Barney did that, speaking of which. Do you know how to sing acapella? Yeah, I know acapella. Acapella. But imagine this. Some great Nas rhymes, untouched, no beats and anything. Lay that over some boards of Canada. Some Aphex Twin.
You gonna do that
Sky's the limit.
tonight?
It's just a cappella. It's just
do it.
lyrics.
Let's do it.
Zeppelin. You can, whatever.
What are you waiting on?
You could drop it on anything you wanted to. So another one, Jay. Now, and a thing my mom came up with, my mom had a couple records she offered me from the library, Friends of the Library sale, and this is one of these. Had to do it. Rocky 3.
You got a pretty good in right there.
Yeah. Rocky 3. This is the introduction of Eye of the Tiger, and a funny little factoid. Jay, if you would please. The one that appears in the film is actually a demo version of Eye of the Tiger. The one
You mean from Survivor?
Yeah, and the one on the album is the actual one. But the one in the film is a demo version. I guess they were kind of pressed for time. So yeah, you got 2 more?
Mm-hmm.
I got 2 more.
Oh, a good band name.
You do yours.
All right.
Or you want me to do mine?
No.
You do one, and I'll do one.
So I went to Record Store Day to get this. And
Hey Jay, show this off while Steve sent it. I found this today. VHS Tech Ninja Destroyer. Look at that. Hold up there. Hold up there. Give him a look. Look at that back picture. Oh my God.
so I talked about it, so it's no surprise, but this is the Claypool Lennon Delirium
10-inch.
10-inch.
Yeah.
It's got 4 songs on it. Astronomy Dominate, The Court of the Crimson King, Boris the Spider, and Satori, which is a song I'd never heard before by, what was the name of the band that did this? I don't remember.
Queensryche.
The Click.
Well, anyway, the order's not right. It says this on the back, but the order is actually Astronomy Dominate, I think, Boris the Spider, Court of the Crimson King's on the B-side, and Satori. But
They messed up the order?
they messed up the order on the sleeve.
That's funny.
I think there's only 3,000 of those.
You messed up the order?
It's worth $100,000 if they messed up the order.
Yay. Messed up the order. And the other one I got while I was there, because he was having a sale, like, I don't know, it was 15% off, 20% off the used records. And he had this in the used, and it was sealed
Oh, wow.
for a decent sealed price, a really good price, because he couldn't sell it because someone had brought it back and had a tear in the shrink wrap, but it was still sealed, and it came with a CD. This one didn't come with a digital download. It came with a CD, which is The Next Day by David Bowie, which
Oh, wow.
is a double album.
Wow, that's
Came out in 2010, I think, maybe, or 2012, one or the other.
Look like that.
It's actually a really good album. Outside
that's
of
awesome.
Dark, what's the Star one?
Dark Star.
Dark Star?
Yeah, Dark. Outside of Dark Star, it's my favorite of the later period.
That's crazy, man. He just got old. He got better as he got older.
Black
like
Star,
literally,
Dark
Black
Star.
Star.
Yeah, Black Star. Thank you.
They're all confused.
And it's the Heroes album cover. If you notice, when they just put a big square over it.
I think wasn't
Saved-
that a
saved
record
a lot
store
of
day
money.
thing from a couple?
It
years
might have
ago?
been.
Maybe
It might have
maybe
been from a couple years ago. I don't remember. 2013, maybe.
You know much about driving and crying?
Yeah, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Saw that.
my son.
Where'd you go?
We
Louisville?
when we lived in Athens, Bjorn Fowler was the bass.
Oh.
Bjorn Fowler was the bass player for Driving and Crying.
Yeah.
And he was good friends with my girlfriend,
Really?
and he ended up giving us all their baby shit. We had like their stroller
Really?
and a bunch of
Story for
bunch of
you told
shit.
Long before now, Steve.
Sorry, I don't like to
Brag.
brag,
Interview.
but it was cool that he gave us all this shit because we were pretty dirt poor at the time, and this one. So Steven, we took him to Driving and Crying shows. He was, the whole time.
Whoa.
Yeah, great band. Kevin Kinney, great singer.
I don't know much about
And
it.
I wish I had this album. It drives me crazy.
This is not only what their first one.
Is that Scarred but Smarter?
Yeah.
It's either first or second.
This is the first album.
Yeah, it's the first album.
Instant hit.
This is what they were playing when they'd come to clubs in Athens.
And not only that. And
What year? Do you know what year that is?
87.
Seven? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be right.
87. And
They were playing the whole.
on 688.
There was
records.
a tour in the South. You'd go up to Asheville and over to Chapel Hill and Raleigh, and you'd come back down. You might go to Charlottesville and West Virginia, but you come down to play Athens and go to Atlanta, and that was their tour. But
Southern rock, hard rock.
Southern hard rock. Yeah, it's a good way to describe it.
Not only is this the first album, which looking it up, I'm like, holy shit, this is 50 cents. This was worth a watch that thing.
I know.
But also, look at
Yeah.
that.
Where's their first Blind Tiger?
It's also a promo copy. It's a promo copy of their first album.
Where's they ever played the Blind Tiger?
There ain't
They
no
might
telling.
have. They would have played Greensboro.
A lot of
Hold that promo up there,
There's a lot
Steve.
of up-and-coming
The bottom
bands.
corner with the promo.
Didn't a lot of bands on Southeast play Blind Tiger back in like the 80s?
Probably.
Probably so, yeah.
Was it early, mid-80s, whenever?
Ludnick played the Blind Tiger one
The
time.
old Blind Tiger?
Yeah. The one on over there by the
Pretty cool, man. I'm stoked to hear that.
grocery store.
I don't know shit about these guys.
Great band.
I mean,
that song "Fly Me Crazy."
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I probably
That was
do,
their
but I
big
just
college
don't. You know,
radio.
I just not somebody that I latched onto for whatever reason. And one more record.
It's like a heavier core blonde, really.
They had some connection with the Black Crows.
I could see that.
Some kind of thing where a guy ended up playing with them that used to be in there. Anyway, Black Panthers, Jay said.
Connections with the Black Panthers.
My mom not only brought me that Rocky 3 soundtrack, she brought me this from the library. Meet the Beatles.
Meet the Beatles.
Rainbow Columbia in pretty GD immaculate shape. Bobby Fleet and his band with a B. Jim Lindsay.
Jim Lindsay,
Good.
baby.
It was one of my favorite episodes.
It's like the second or third episode.
So some Beatles I didn't have. Apparently they had 3 other Beatles and a couple, some old lady bought them and said, I'm going to go home and listen to some real music. My mom's like, all right. All right. My mom was kind of upset she missed out on them, but at the same time, you know,
You got that?
some lady's going to go home and listen to them. So
That's
cool.
awesome. That's awesome.
3 other, but it was early stuff. I mean,
Probably 65.
I admittedly like the later Beatles when they got into drugs and stuff, and that's, you know,
Why is that?
Revolver, Rubber Soul, Sgt. Pepper, White Album. I mean, that's kind of my
Sure.
steez. Let it be. That's my steez. But the early stuff is still great. It's still great rock and roll music. It's just not, you know, it's not that other stuff. I mean, I owe you, and sometimes why. That's all my record albums. That's all we got for Dig of the Week.
Speaking of others, this is some late Beatles stuff.
What's that?
It's the anthology, number 2, I believe.
I don't know nothing about that. Is that a Dig of the Week?
BBC did a thing like in the. No, this is not a dig. I've
No,
had this
you
for a
Dig
long
of the
time.
Week.
Had it for a long time. But I brought it, I don't know why. I brought it because we eat so much strawberries lately.
Oh, yeah.
I've been drinking, this is a strawberry ale. We're
was
drinking
on-
strawberry margaritas.
I was on Strawberry Road today.
And they
in Greensboro.
record store day, they
Seriously.
released the 50th ever. They released Strawberry Fields Forever back on a 7-inch. I don't know.
And look
or
at that.
45.
Hey, hold up that picture disc, Jay. Pull it out of that
So
web.
I think Strawberry
Hold it.
Fields might be on here. If not, it's on the next volume 3, which I don't have on vinyl. This is the only one I have on vinyl. Oh wait, no, there's some Strawberry Fields on here.
It's gonna be.
So after the show, I want to throw on a little.
Okay. I was literally on Strawberry
Beatles
Road today.
Anthology,
in
I believe it's
Greensboro.
number
You ever been on
2.
Strawberry Road?
No,
I was there.
we'll listen to that later.
Okay.
These are
All right.
like outtakes, other takes, and weird things. That
No,
it's
none
like
of
almost like a rarities album.
none of it's anything. All right, we're gonna take a quick commercial break. We're gonna be back. Hey, I want to say a special shout out to our man Dave, DJ Thunder 1970, for hooking us up with one of these commercial messages. This
Oh, yeah?
evening. Yeah, he forwarded this to us. And
Nice.
so anyhow, we got a couple of Cinco de Mayo messages and some other stuff, so we'll be back with a quick, so to speak, chip chat. It ain't that quick. I don't know. Do your own problems.
It's Sunday in Mexico. The sun floods an arena. The historic duel is on. The sun spotlights a diver at Acapulco. Referees a children's game at the pyramids of Teotihuacan. The sun warms a beautiful mermaid in Puerto Rico and covers the vacation paradise of Miami. Every year, more people choose this one to the sun because Eastern service is as warm as the destination.
Fly eastern, never want to the sun.
Monday, it's a family tie special when Elise plays matchmaker for a shy boy and beautiful girl.
She's incredible. Terry's a dead man.
Will it be a hit or a miss?
Whoa.
Hit 'em, Alf. It's the hilarious world premiere.
Take a look at me and tell me what you see.
Alf
Just
Video,
another pretty
Monday.
face.
One pizza, one pizzone.
What's a pizzone?
The Pizzone. It's back at Pizza Hut. Now get any large pizza for your family and get a Pizzone of your own for only $2.99.
What's a pizzone?
It's a big taste in a big folded pizza crust filled with cheese and luscious ingredients like pepperoni or fresh veggies. Everything deliciously sealed inside and baked to perfection, plus marinara sauce. Just $2.99 when you buy any large pizza at regular price. No one makes the whole family happy like Pizza Hut.
So this is a pizzone.
I just discovered something great. It's Rely, a new tampon from Procter & Gamble. It's really different and better. Rely is a major improvement in tampons, so it's a major improvement in feminine protection. But don't take my word for it. Find out for yourself what makes Rely so new and different. Read the ads in your favorite magazines this month. They'll tell you all about Rely. It's really a better tampon. Remember, they named it Rely.
Hi. Never thought I'd want to do a commercial, but here I am. For members-only jackets. Why? Because when I put one on, something happens. They feel fantastic. The colors are great, and all those different styles absolutely terrific. They go anywhere, anytime. But it's only authentic if it says members only right here. I really believe in them. So should you.
I stopped.
What's going on? Can people hear that?
Yep. Steve's up there at the table.
Okay.
Up business.
I'm just setting up. I'm setting up what you're going to hear after the show.
We appreciate you sticking with us here on this Friday night. Having a big old time over here in the Grown Man Record Night studio. Now, I'm going to tell you, son, you should all be so damn lucky being able to have this much fun at one damn time.
The Kerbis had to leave. So much fun.
Wobbly-headed redneck. Yeah, the Kerbis took off. He couldn't handle it anymore. It's too much for some people at some times, and I understand that. I'm not here to judge. I'm just here to judge. Are we going to talk about the new health care bill? No, we're going to skip that and go to a So to Speak. So in So to Speak,
yeah, okay.
Steve's got a story coming up.
Let me tell you about this.
Are you mic'd up?
I'm mic'd up. I'm
All
totally
right.
mic'd up.
Totally.
So I meant to bring a different soda, but
Okay.
something happened this week.
Okay.
I was at our local corner bodega,
Okay.
Speedway, and I saw a sign. There was a display up front. Mountain Dew's been pushing out a lot of Mountain Dew products lately. They got the black label. We did that. I think the green label.
Yeah, I
we did
think
that.
we did the green. That was the last
We
one.
haven't done the white label.
Okay.
We may do that in the near future. That's a deep tease.
Sure.
But I saw this picture and it said Dew SA, this new soda. And I was looking for it.
I like new soda.
So I went to the back. Yeah, because it's very topical. So I went to the back and the guy's like, "Can I help you?" And I was like, "Well, I'm looking for this new Mountain Dew." He goes, "We'll have that in tomorrow. It's coming in tomorrow."
Oh.
I was like, "Oh, really?" Well, we had the show and we get drunk and we talk about vinyl and we talk about sodas and chips. And I'd like to talk about it. So I left. And then the next day I was like, I'm going to take a walk. So I walked down to the corner bodega. I walk in the door and the guy sees me and go, "I got your Mountain Dew over here."
Nice.
So I got the, it's called Mountain Dew SA.
Dew SA.
Dew SA.
It's not red,
Dew
white, and
SA.
I was telling everybody red, white, and dew.
Well, what it is, it's 3 flavors. It's Code Red, it's Whiteout,
Okay.
and it's something called Voltage. I'm familiar with
That's
Code.
the blue one.
I'm familiar with Code Red. So cameraman or Bossman can't have this because it's got blue number 1. in it.
Oh yeah.
So it looks
season
kind
up,
of
bro.
purple.
Season
It
up.
looks kind of purple once you put red, white, and blue together, of course, because red and blue and white,
Sure.
white is nothing. So
Okay.
This is Do SA.
Do SA. On Cinco de Mayo. Boy, that's a whole bunch of stuff at one time.
Wow, there's
so many things.
Is it? What about? It tastes like that rocket pop.
Yep, cotton candy or rocket pop, I would say. Sweet and like it's up here, in your face, like sweet.
But like that red, white, and blue rocket pop.
Bomb or a bomb.
Maybe
pop.
that's what they. That's what I mean. The bomb pop.
Bomb pop out of the ice cream truck.
The bomb pop.
The shake weight. You guys like shake weights?
I think that's what this is. This is a bomb pop.
I only like my uncle's shake weight.
Bomb
it's
pop
the
pop.
Best one.
Okay then.
Well, it's tip top above everybody else's. I went into a salvage store today, and I didn't buy anything. I went over to the plumbing section. I was looking for drain traps. I didn't find any.
So you didn't buy them?
I'm getting that now.
You're gonna go looking tomorrow?
Nope. Although, I will tell you this. Let's just put this out there. I have inside information. Starting at 7 a.m. Sometimes you're around this area at 7 a.m.
Yard sale?
Community yard sale.
What community?
Fancy Pants community.
Fancy Pants?
Yeah.
So it's
all
not
Skeet Club
it's
logo.
not where the heroin shootings all happen?
No.
Okay.
I'm just saying. Could be a good one. Community yard sale tomorrow morning, 7 to 12.
That might be good one right there.
7 to 12.
I'll go. I can go easily. You're the one that had trouble getting over there.
I'll do cocaine all night. If it was
So-
made out of candy, I'm not really doing cocaine.
So that soda, what do you think? Will you give that soda a passing grade? It's a novelty soda.
It's a novelty soda for sure.
You're not going to pass on.
Too much sweet.
I'm going to drink a Diet Mountain Dew before I drink
No,
this.
it's really way too much. Everything about that soda is way too much. It's not bad.
It's pretty good, actually.
It's good.
Try it again.
It's good in the way like a sugar daddy.
Come back
is.
to it.
You know what I mean? Sugar daddy.
You know what
is the
it reminds
best candy
me?
ever.
You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of those. Is it Laffy Taffy? Like the white mystery flavor.
Yeah.
It tastes like sugar.
Oh, it's very candy-ish.
Tart.
That's candy all day long. I'm not much of a candy guy.
It's like drinking sweeties.
Yeah. It's not bad though.
Okay then.
Definitely a fun novelty.
I had fun.
And a good mixer. That'd be a good mixer too.
I don't know about that.
Except too much sugar. All right, let's do a chip chat. Now you brought this shit over.
Did I?
A long time ago.
God.
You don't like coconut.
No, don't get me wrong.
Okay.
What I don't like is coconut texture.
Oh, the crunchiness?
I don't like the shreddiness of coconut. It feels like you're chewing on a floor mat.
Okay. I understand that.
What I do love...
Cameraman doesn't like it because it tastes like suntan lotion.
Suntan lotion, yeah. I do love the flavor, though. I love coconut rum. Is it Maduri? No. Is it... it's not
Malibu?
Malibu rum. I love Malibu rum.
So this is just a coconut
This is
oil
the guy's
potato
Boulder
chip.
Canyon. I first discovered at the Salvation Army.
That's
They
right.
were selling chips
Yeah.
at the Salvation Army. But I've seen them in stores for pricier bits, you know. Boulder Canyon, coconut oil. These are kettle chips. Sea salt flavor, which is just basically a salty chip.
So it's sea salt.
Whatever.
I mean,
It's
nothing.
salt.
But nothing. There's no other flavors in this. It's
Nope.
Just using that
it's
oil.
cooked in coconut oil.
Just cooked in coconut oil. I'm really interested in these to see what this does to me as a person.
Is it a better oil? Is it like a higher...
It's a sweeter oil, but I don't think it's a better oil for you. Because I think naturally it does produce a lot more sugars.
Pretty tasty.
I don't detect any sweetness really that you'd be like, oh, this is like a candied potato chip.
Let me tell you the ingredients of this.
But I think
Ingredients. Potatoes, coconut oil, sea salt.
I think people may be confused in the way in which I was. To think that this would be
Like
a candied potato chip.
No, not at all.
Sweetened, blah, blah, blah. No. It tastes like a regular, very basic potato chip.
Good crunch.
I don't taste coconut at all. That's just the type of oil used.
Yeah.
And I really don't. It's not sweet at all.
No.
It's just a good potato chip.
Yeah.
And maybe it's just hitting me just right. That's a great chip.
Yeah.
Just the right amount of salt, just the right amount of oil. And it is oily, but not like grossy, like Lay's oily. Sometimes Lay's can just stain your whole freaking hand. This is the perfect balance of a oily, salty chip without being too much of anything, really.
It's like suntan lotion on your finger.
It doesn't even really leave a residue. That's a great chip. That's a contender. Let's keep it up there.
It's pretty plain, but it's good.
It's pretty plain for a plain chip.
Just plain as it gets.
It's
3
up
ingredients.
There. Yeah, that's great. I mean, 3 ingredients. What the hell are you gonna say about that? Hey man, we appreciate everybody joining us back here for Grown Man Record Night. We hate we missed you last week. We're glad we'll be able to get out here this week and create a new video and talk to everybody about every damn thing going on. And we appreciate all of you. And I hope y'all join us on a YouTube channel where we put all this mess. And I'm sure we'll be back next Friday night for some other shenanigans and baloney and shit that goes on. And we hope you join us for that shit too. And then
So I just remembered, we're going to show that clip.
We'll show the clip. Wait, did I load it in? I got to reload it. So, yeah. So remember we talked about what's his name?
Colonel Bruce Hampton.
Colonel Bruce Hampton. Wait.
He died May 1st, this past Monday, at the Fox Theater.
Yeah.
Surrounded by loved ones.
Yeah. Literally. So I'm going to stop the show and then play this clip so that we don't get popped for a copyright thing. But thanks for joining us for Grown Men Record Night. We'll catch you next week. And we'll see you online between now and then, you bunch of turkeys. And love you, bro.